Yellowing leaves and crispy edges are enough to drive any urban gardener up the wall. In the early days of growing on a tight balcony space, I watched helplessly as once thriving plants wilted under the sun, their leaves turning pale, lifeless, and dry. Watering didn't help, feeding didn't fix it. What worked, surprisingly, was something tucked away in my kitchen all along: baking soda. It might sound too simple to be true, but this common pantry item holds powerful potential when used correctly in the garden. For urban growers working with containers, raised beds, or vertical planters, baking soda isn't just an occasional trick. It can be a lifesaver. What makes baking soda so effective in reviving plants comes down to its impact on the soil environment. Many times, yellowing leaves signal more than a lack of water. It's often a symptom of stressed roots, poor pH balance, fungal threats, or nutrient lockout. Urban gardens are especially prone to these issues because limited soil volume makes imbalances more concentrated and faster to show. Baking soda helps create a mildly alkaline environment, which is especially helpful for neutralizing overly acidic soils. Plants like beans, lettuce, spinach, basil, and tomatoes tend to struggle in soils that swing too low in pH. When that happens, nutrients like magnesium and nitrogen get locked out, no matter how much you add. That's when yellow leaves start spreading like wildfire. Just a small baking soda solution can help shift the soil's reaction enough to restore balance and allow nutrient uptake to resume. So, the real magic happens when baking soda is applied as a soil drench or a foliar spray, but always in moderation. Mixed properly, about half a teaspoon per liter of water, it turns into a gentle tonic that really soothes stressed roots and foliage. I usually use it once every 10 to 14 days, especially when I notice yellowing creeping in during heat waves or after those long, heavy rains. It doesn't actually replace feeding or watering, but it supports the soil chemistry so everything else can do its job better. Another powerful role baking soda plays is in managing fungal pressure. Urban gardens, are often pretty crowded and shaded, which means high humidity and low airflow. That's basically a perfect storm for powdery mildew, blight, and leaf spot. I've used diluted baking soda sprays on everything from cucumbers to marigolds to stop early-stage mildew right in its tracks. It doesn't burn the plant if you apply it early in the morning or evening when temperatures are cooler, and honestly, it works best when paired with neem oil or just a bit of liquid soap for sticking power. But it's important to emphasize moderation. Too much baking soda can push the soil too far alkaline, which is just as bad as being too acidic. I always test my soil's pH every few weeks, especially in containers. Overuse can lead to salt buildup or disrupt the beneficial microbes that live in the root zone. The goal isn't to blast your plants with soda, it's to use it strategically, like you'd use a natural remedy to reset and support. In my own setup, the biggest change came when I used baking soda in raised beds that had suffered a year of neglect. The soil was compacted, waterlogged, and growing nothing but weeds. After loosening it and applying a round of baking soda watering, followed by compost and mulch, the transformation was dramatic. Tomato plants that had been stunted began to green up. Basil stopped yellowing and grew dense and fragrant. Even my pole beans bounced back within a week, pushing out new growth faster than I'd seen all season. For anyone growing in small spaces where every plant counts and every problem feels amplified, baking soda is a trusted tool that earns its place in your gardening arsenal. It's cheap, accessible, and, when used correctly, amazingly effective at solving multiple problems at once. The key is not treating it like a miracle cure, but like a quiet partner in your gardening process. If you found this guide helpful, consider subscribing to Soil Doctor and sharing this video with a fellow grower. We dig deep into practical, low-cost solutions for real garden issues, and baking soda is just the beginning. Let's grow smarter, together.